guys, it's Niche. Welcome back to my channel where I like to bring you guys along with me as I navigate my faith, fitness, and financial journeys. So I know it's been a minute. I wanted to catch you guys up on everything that I've been doing over the past month, and then also 2025 is right around the corner. So I do want to inform you guys of what I have planned for myself next year. So there's typically 3 times a year that I get really excited and I start to reflect a lot. So that's the end of the year, because I'm usually thinking about what did I accomplish that I set out for myself. The start of the year, because it's the beginning of the year and you're just like, you have all these plans for yourself. And then also my birthday, because you know, you're getting older and it's just like, wow, what have I done in life thus far? Where am I at? Am I excited about that? And then everything else that you've accomplished, experiences that you have had the luxury of actually having, and then lessons that you were able to grow from. I wanted to start off by saying for 2025, I wanted to focus on the areas of faith, fitness, and finances per usual. But then also too, I kind of wanted to just sneak in there my self-care journey as well. My self-care journey as well as traveling. Those are 2 things that I do like. And when it comes to self-care, I feel that I've kind of gotten away from it. And I want to get back to where I was at that point as far as taking care of myself, and not just like the external things about going places and doing things of that nature, but actually, you know, sitting with myself, getting to know myself, doing the simple things like lighting candles and things of that nature. There's this self-care list that I'll put up on the screen. I put it up frequently, just about simple things that you can do that really don't take much, but all revolves around self-care. I will first start off with my goals. So I have my main goals, and then I have stretch goals for each of the actual categories. So your main goal is obviously the focus, and then the stretch goal is, you know, something that you may not get to, but if you happen to finish your other goal early, it's something that you're going to work towards. In the area of faith, my daily goal is just to read my daily devotional. And I tell you that this book speaks volumes. This daily devotional is definitely by far the best one that I've come across. I am in the identity portion right now, which I just got into. So really love this. I was listening to it on Audible, so I was so happy that I went and got the actual journal, just because, you know, I do want to reflect every day about the lesson that we're going over, and then it gives you a prayer. When I tell you it's top tier, it's top tier. And the other one is to stay on track with my Bible reading. So I opted to purchase this 52-week Bible layout. And the one thing about this Bible layout is that it does not go in chronological order of the Bible. It kind of hops around between the Old Testament and the New Testament. So that is something that I'm going to be looking forward to as I'm strengthening my relationship with God. That hasn't changed. That will always be at the forefront of things, just finding new ways to connect with Him. As far as fitness, I want to change my boxing sessions to twice per week, and then my stretch goal would be to work out 4 times a week. I'm still getting in the habit of going to the gym more consistently. Keep in mind, these are actually just my goals for January. I know it seems a little out of place to be going over my January goals without actually addressing my yearly or quarterly goals, but that is a video that will be coming out here shortly once I finish my vision board for the quarter, as well as get a few of the actual documents together that I do want to display on screen. So be on the lookout for that. As far as my finances for January, I want to pay $2,500 towards my Wells Fargo credit card. That is my main goal. My stretch goal would be to contribute $1,250 towards my emergency fund. As far as travel for January, I do want to go to Vancouver. That's my main goal. My stretch goal would be to go to San Francisco as well. And then lastly here, for the area of self-care, I do want to do weekly facials. And then as far as My stretch goal, I do want to declutter at least one of my spaces each week in the month of January. So yeah, you know, that's enough to focus on throughout the month. I think the goals themselves will be attainable as long as I stay on track. It's the matter of pushing through like things that I find to be uncomfortable, or when I get a little moody and I lose motivation, or whatever the case is. So that's kind of why my goals are just kind of like easing me into the year. So other things that I wanted to talk about as far as reading in general. So my whole focus, I feel, for the main part will be a big emphasis on finances this year, just becoming debt free, increasing my emergency fund. And within that, here's this book again. When I tell you that I really haven't done much since my last video, like I really haven't done much. I do have a lot of things automated. I say that because automation saves my life. It's a huge thing. But outside of that, like I've been dibbling, dabbling, but not doing all the things that I was supposed to be doing within this past month. So I went out and purchased this book. I was listening to it on Audible, but I did have quite a few things that caught my attention when I was listening to it, and I'm a pen and paper girly. So I actually want the physical book so that I can highlight in here, and especially so that I can reference back. Once I finish books, I typically keep them if I find them to be extremely life-changing, and I think that this is going to be one of those books. And I randomly just pick up books within my office when I need a little bit of inspiration, and kind of scan over the pages, see what highlights, see what stands out to me, and see what kind of inspires me to continue down a certain path, especially when I'm faced with different obstacles. So yes, highly recommend this book too. I restarted it from the last time. So the first week of January, I will be reading week 1 of this book. It's broken down into 6 different weeks in an introduction. So I completed the introduction, and then each week I will be reading a new chapter. But something that I'm really excited about, being that I said that 2025 will be a year of focusing a lot on my finances, kind of getting to that next level in different areas. So I did a thing which I'm really excited about. So I actually created my own budget planner here. This isn't something right now that I am going to be sharing like online or like Etsy or anything like that. Hopefully when Q2 rolls around, that is something that I will entertain a little bit more. But yes, I created a budget planner. This is just for the quarter. This one is 54 pages, and it takes me January, February, March. And then within this, one of the things that I wanted to talk about. So typically each year I would come up with a word, and that would be my focus for that particular year. But this year, what I decided is that I actually want to have a mantra. So my mantra for this year is, you can do it all, so why choose? And I came up with that because I feel in the past there's been countless times where I've kind of been limiting myself and just be like, well, you can't do it all. But in actuality, like, why not try? Why not try to do it all? And I don't mean trying to do it all into a sense where it overwhelms you, but I mean actively pursuing different things. That is my mantra for 2025. Get into this planner a little bit more when I come out with my next video, which will be just talking about my yearly goals, how I plan on accomplishing those, what those actually are, and then kind of how I've broken it down into each of the quarters and how I plan on maneuvering through those things. But one, I miss you guys so much, and if you've made it to the end of the video, I thank you so much for continuing to watch my channel. Hopefully my last unscheduled hiatus will be the last one. I'm sure there will be scheduled ones throughout the way, but that last one was a little unscheduled. I was just a little burnt out from posting the 19 videos. So I feel that I'm fully recovered. I'm fully re-energized. I have some new ideas that I want to bring to ideas that I want to bring to this channel, and hopefully just grow this channel to what I know that is actually capable of. But as usual, take time to enjoy your own journey, and I will catch you guys in the comments into the next video. Bye.